Hi
Hi
guys! Welcome to eerified. This is where the place we talk about everything supernatural.
Scary.
It's cold in the studio right now as usual, and today we have our guest, Putri Dahlia.
Hi guys! Thank you for inviting me.
You're most welcome and thank you for coming. Okay guys, Putri is a rising singer. Very hot. She's a hot take right now in Malaysia, you know. She's very popular for her song Old Love with UG, and recently she just released her new song, a new single, right?
Yeah, Second Take Reimagine.
Yeah, with singer Jace. So it's already out on all the platforms.
All platforms, all streaming platforms.
Yeah, so go check it out. Anyway, once again, thank you Putri for coming.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me.
You're most welcome. Are you okay? I need to ask you this question first.
Sure.
Do you believe? Okay, of course you have experienced something. That's why you're here, right? But,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is gonna be interesting.
Okay, but at the same time, I need to ask you: do you believe in supernatural way before you have all these encounters?
Oh, definitely.
You already believe it?
Definitely. I grew up like loving all the horror stories, horror movies, horror games, horror dolls, horror cartoons.
Horror dolls.
Horror dolls. We'll get to it
Oh wait,
soon. We'll
you
get
have
to it
story
pretty soon.
about dolls?
Yes, I was obsessed with dolls.
Okay, because a few weeks ago we had a guest who came. Her name
Really?
is Hanis Afar.
I see.
She also told us a story. Okay, not technically a doll, but a mannequin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, okay.
But I'm ready for this. Anyway, at the same time, also you're a singer, right?
Yes,
so,
I am a singer.
You know, she's a singer. She has the privilege to be in and out the recording studio, so she can experience some supernatural things.
Yeah, it gets creepy at night for sure.
That we normal people who are not singers cannot experience.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'm very ready for this episode because you're the first singer that you're the first singer that's on this show.
Really? I'm honored.
Yeah, the
Really?
first ever singer.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Where should we
so-
start? We should start with the studio or the dolls?
Okay, which one? Okay, maybe you can do it from the mildest to the.
Okay,
you know.
honestly, the studio is pretty mild.
Okay, it's okay.
So
Let us know.
me and my friends, we always record at the studio called.
Oh, we
Yesterday
can
night.
name drop? Can we name drop? Okay, now I.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
It's okay. So
Okay,
continue.
we have this one studio that we always record at. Okay, we recorded Second Take there too.
Oh, so it's just very recent.
I've been there for a while now.
Oh, okay.
I always record there, but Jace recently recorded there with me.
Okay.
So this incident isn't recent, but it is the same studio. So this is last year. December, I think, December or November. But like me and my friends, we were jamming there, and then we jammed until about 1 a.m. So
pretty late,
you know what happens at 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. right? So it was 1 a.m. and we heard noise, but also we were quite noisy. Obviously, we were jamming, right? But we heard like singing, and I was the only female there that was singing, and I wasn't singing at the time. And we heard like some humming. Like it was very, it's very weird. It's like, but it's very soft. It's quite creepy. But we were looking for like where the sound was coming from, kan? Like takut lah, kan? And then I decided like let's just ignore it and just continue jamming because it's late, so we need to get this done real quick. And then we had this one classroom that was empty.
So it's like a big studio.
It is a huge studio.
okay.
Okay, so this is the stage, this is the classroom, and then this is like the recording studio. We're on the stage.
Oh, okay.
This classroom had windows, and at that window,
Wait.
there was a lady with long hair. I'm not even joking. I know this sounds so fake right now, but a lady with long hair, and my friend Ivan, he was there. He was like, there's someone there. And then we saw it. And then when we went in the class, there's no one. But there was a lady with long hair.
Oh wait, so the classroom there's a glass that can see through the room.
But it was very dark because when we were jamming, we closed all the lights and then we just turned on the stage light. So we're like, what is
Persembahan
that?
sikit lah.
Persembahan sikit lah. But we're like, what's that? And then got Pontianak there, bro. Got
But the Pontianak can sing.
The Pontianak can sing. Yes, exactly. The Pontianak can sing.
Wait, but are you okay? Okay. Is it possible that you guys see she could be an actual person? She was just there, but the moment when you're like try to go in, she left without you noticing. Is it possible?
It could be, but as I said, I was the only female there, so it was kind of. And I was like, oh, maybe y'all just saw things, it's like just a shadow. But it happened a few times already.
So you see this single lady for a few times.
Yeah. Every time at the same studio around 1 plus a.m. So if you're going there, careful.
Do you guys check with the owner? Like, is there something that that happened there?
I mean, we probably should.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like our friend now.
What? What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, we kind of embrace the fact that she's just there singing. You know what I mean? It's a studio.
Or maybe she's just joining you guys.
She's just joining. She wants to jam. But like, it's real. It's real. It happens a lot.
No, it's real interesting. Like, I don't know, because sometimes ghosts, spirits they appear as a, usually when you hear people say that they see something, right? They are just there,
Yeah.
You're just there and they're just standing, or maybe
unless you want to disturb their peace.
But it's interesting that the thing is, you guys are in a studio, and the ghost that appears actually kind of seems to be like a singer, because you say she was singing,
exactly,
right?
Like, what if she was?
I mean, technically, like, spirits knows how to choose to where to appear and what they want to do.
Exactly. You know what? Hi, ghost. You slayed. You ate that stage. You take my stage. Thank you.
She's so cute. This is the first time our guest is like, this doesn't sound like a horror podcast.
It's too cute. I know. I just love ghosts so much. Like, I feel like so sorry, but like they are in the same universe as us. They're just invisible to some eye, So it's like, make them a friend, Don't make them your enemy. You know what I mean?
You say you like ghosts, right?
I do.
I'm gonna disappoint you, because we previously had a guest who actually has the third eye. So technically he came to our studio. The episode is not released yet, or maybe already released when this video is out. Anyway, so I asked him this question, like, is there anything inside this studio?
Oh my god, and is there?
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's unfortunate for you that.
It's okay, I'm gonna call my friend.
The one that's singing?
Yes.
The Mariah
Ariana
Carey.
Grande.
Different generation.
Sorry, I don't know. Mariah Carey. Oh, right.
I'm old, I'm sorry.
You know what? Whitney Houston. Let me go there.
Like Madonna.
Lady Gaga. No, that's
Lady
this
Gaga.
generation.
Yeah, okay, that's
okay,
too
we're
much.
done. This is not about horror anymore.
It's about comedy.
Okay. Let's go back to horror.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's come back. Okay. So you say this is a mild one, the mildest one.
Yeah.
But it really gave me a little bit of chills, because
really?
I cannot imagine myself in a space and then I see a girl, long hair, and singing.
Not just see, you hear
Yeah,
the
you
voice.
hear it.
Yeah.
But okay, does she sing well? That's the question.
Honestly, yeah, like I said, she beat me. Like,
she's the Ariana.
she's the Ariana.
Okay. It's okay, you're Putri,
Oh, thank you.
You got your name to hold
Thank
it.
you. She slays.
Yeah,
But
it's like a you slave.
we should do it. I'll make a song with her,
My
featuring. Thanks.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the story. So
Okay.
what's the second story about?
Okay, I actually have a lot of stories to tell you guys today, but I have another story. We can go to the creepy side.
Okay, let's go.
I have a Raya story. to tell you.
Raya story.
Raya story. It's very short, but I'll tell you.
Okay, tell me.
So like at my hometown is at Kelantan. Kelantan,
okay.
Kota Baru. Okay, so every time it's Raya, we go back to our hometown and we stay at our grandma's house. Our grandma's house is like pretty like, how to say, like it's like the classic wooden house,
okay.
It's very hot and there's like no aircon or whatever, but no Wi-Fi, no nothing, but it's a vibe, And then there was this one time we had to sleep together at the living room.
Oh, that's cute.
Like everyone, just like a little sleepover. And then suddenly we hear noise, but noise is normal, like kampung, like.
Yeah, when you talk about noise, suddenly
There's noise in the studio, guys. I'm scared. Okay.
No, don't worry. It's just from the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Someone just flushed or something.
Back to the cousin, sleeping on the floor thing.
So, my stepdad was there too. And then suddenly we heard noises and stuff, but it's normal because at kampong, like there's a lot of like binatang, there's like whatever binatang lah, you musang lah, whatever lah, is there lah. And then one of my cousins suddenly started screaming. Okay, she started screaming, and she felt like while she was sleeping, somebody was hugging or touching her, but she was sleeping like at the edge alone.
Oh, someone's hugging her.
So imagine you're like lying down and someone's like hugging you, touching you. It's pretty weird. And then she said this happens often when she's there. So my stepdad is actually an ustaz. So he was like, yay, since I'm here, I'm a help. He sometimes heals people from like these paranormal activities. So there's this thing that she had called jin asyik.
Okay, elaborate more. What's that?
Jin is basically like I don't know exactly, but it's basically a ghost. And asyik is like the Malay term asyik. Do you know what asyik means? It's
No,
like
I don't
it's like
actually.
always kacau. Asyik kacau je, asyik. Yeah,
okay.
asyik. So jin asyik. Basically, this jin, this ghost fell in love with her. And the only way to get rid of that ghost, basically the ghost like kind of like in their realm is married to her.
Oh man.
Yep. And actually this ghost can actually stop you from getting relationships in real life. Your relationships will always fail because that ghost is in love with you and stuff. So actually it's already settled. That's why I said this is short, because she's healed,
By your
we
stepdad.
got rid of that boyfriend.
I guess it's not too good to be too hot, I guess.
True. They always fall in love when you always stare into the mirror or in the shower. That's how they fall in love with you.
Oh my God, where do you get this? Where do you get this info? Is it from your stepdad?
I told you I like ghosts.
So you did your research or
I
something?
always listen to horror stories and stuff.
Same,
Like this podcast, so I will
actually.
listen to this and other episodes when I get back home.
Actually, same here, because I also really love like horror podcasts. I actually drive to work every day listening to horror
Really?
podcasts. Yeah.
Honestly, I should start doing that.
Yeah, it's fun. Especially when you're in the traffic jam.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
it's
true.
really fun.
True.
But anyways, okay, jinn. Okay, I always, when I heard the term jinn, right, I always like relate it to because I've watched like Malay horror stories, and at the same time also I've heard stories. I always thought jinn is sent by someone to to harm a person. Is that true? So is the jinn was sent by someone to your cousin, or?
No. Okay, so some jinn you can send through bomo. Yeah, but jinn exists everywhere.
So technically, jinn is like the Malay term of ghost, is it?
Yes, it's like spirits.
So hantu is ghost. So jinn is like spirit. Technically,
Hantu is ghost, jinn is like, yeah, but it's made by God, like from hell. Like it is like made by, like out of fire. Like it's not spirits of people. It's actual like.
Oh man.
Oh, it's devil. Sorry,
jinn
is devil.
Oh.
I looked at it. I looked at the devil ears, and I'm like, oh, now I know what it is.
Also, jinn is
Jinn
devil.
is devil. Yes.
Oh man, I didn't know the term too.
Yeah, but there are levels of devils in our terms. Like shaitan is like the chill, not the chill, but like the noob devils. The noob.
Oh, shaitan is the noob level.
The shaitan is the noob level, but jinn is like the top tier.
I would have thought that shaitan is top tier, because shaitan sounds like more intense compared to.
I know, but it's like shaitan, like Satan, and jinn.
fearless.
You know what I mean? Jinn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's this thing in Chinese beliefs, right? We always believe, like, if let's say some jinn or some ghost likes you, they will kind of technically like deteriorate your health a little bit, like in terms of like maybe your I don't know how to say, like they have this ability to like take out some of your your I don't know how to say, like take out your health out of you or something.
What does that mean?
Like make you like weaker.
Oh,
if
why?
if they follow you around. So
Oh.
does it work the same to Malay?
Probably. I mean, the jin asyik, maybe.
But
Because jinns have different types too. Like there's there's jinn Islam, which is jinns that are in our religion. There's I don't know every type. I'm not like
Yeah.
fully like knowledgeable about jinn. I should ask my stepdad. But like jinn asyik in particular, like they cling to you because they're in love with you. So maybe they do that. I'm not
But
sure.
is there any sign that your cousin is being bothered by, like, did she look weaker or did she look paler?
Now thinking about it again, she did look weaker, but I wasn't noticing that at first. I just noticed the fact that she always complained about her friendships, her family, relationship, all relationships that she has always like.
Yeah, so it brings like kind of like bad luck to her.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Or because you said, because you mentioned that the jinn can
The
actually
jinn wants
blocked her.
Yeah, the jinn wants her for himself. So everybody else that's taking her attention, gone.
Okay, what kind of ritual? Is it possible to tell us like what kind of ritual that your stepdad has done to help your cousin?
Well, it's a complicated ritual, so
Okay.
I don't think I'm worthy enough to like explain
Understand.
it. But I can tell you, like, for us Muslims, our protection is like we say these few rituals were like tiga kul and like ayat kursi, those things that basic we all know lah, but just to protect yourself. But at the end of the day, like, you never know, like they're stronger than you sometimes. So
But in the end, everything was cleared nicely lah. Like
thank God.
she's back healthy with a
Yeah.
relationship, hopefully.
But okay, wait, one more thing. I think it's actually pretty common than people think.
What do you mean, like
Jin
Jin
asyik.
asyik?
Yeah, because some people, they don't know they're having it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you feel something and then you wake up like, oh, while I was sleeping, I felt like something's touching. Maybe it's just a bad dream. Maybe it's just hallucinations. La 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 la. One sign that all of you can like take note is
From
that
the masters right now.
if you ever dreamt of a love story and that person that you're in love with has no face, that person is jin asyik, guys.
Are you for real?
Yes.
No.
Have you had that?
This is mind blowing because we okay, I'm not sure about Muslim, but in Chinese belief, we always talk about having dreams and marrying the guy or the girl you like, but then without face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we always hear about
the one
so
that
many
has no
times.
face, no name, but it's like the most perfect love story in your dream. The perfect man, but no face. Yeah, he's in love with you.
I mean, technically, I myself have dreamt of something like that, and I have heard
pretty
so many
common.
friends to tell me that they dream about a wedding, but then that the counterpart has no face.
Gotta get y'all checked.
I need to go back and read about if this applies to the
Yeah.
Chinese as well, because I ain't gonna have that kind of dream anymore.
yeah.
I gotta
It's
look.
lovely, but yeah.
Wait, whoa, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to look. Okay, is it also possible? Is that because? No, I don't think it's possible because we always say that when we look at like magazines, like your favorite artists and stuff like that, it will like kind of like affect you how you dream.
Okay, so when you dream about an artist, like as long as they have a face, it's not jin asyik. But the ones that have no face.
Okay, guys, think back to all your lovely romantic dreams. Do they have face? If they,
I had them too, but like if it doesn't last, then it's probably like jin asyik just come for that one time and like.
So if it still continues to linger you for a few times, go get checked.
Go get
right
checked.
now. Thank you for the tips.
Yeah.
Now I'll be worried.
No problem.
I do not want to dream of that.
No problem.
Okay. Okay. I feel like this is not like super scary, but it's very informative. Yeah,
yeah.
it's very informative.
Yeah. I mean, it's scarier in real life when you
Yeah,
saw what I
exactly.
saw. That girl was like screaming.
But you never seen anything, right? The jin asyik.
Sadly, I can't see anything.
Sadly.
The only closest thing to like a paranormal activity I saw is gonna be the last story.
Okay, so are you gonna proceed? with this?
Sure. So like, just now we mentioned dolls. So yeah, we're at the story.
Okay.
Can I continue?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know because I hear like sound from there, but it's okay.
The doll is here. No, I'm just hi. Yeah, I was kidding.
I'm so glad because the thing is, I initially before I start this, I wanted to buy a doll. It's not like a doll. I want to buy a plushie, but
Oh,
I guess
okay.
I will cut that idea out of
No,
it.
plushies are fine.
Plushies are fine.
Plushies are fine.
Okay, then I'm excited to know.
Get
dolls.
your plushies. Make a collection. Go ham.
What kind of, okay, when you say doll, how does it look like? What's the definition of a doll?
Okay. Okay. Like I said, I was obsessed with dolls, so I had every variety of dolls. Like, name it. I have plushies. I have Barbie dolls, Monster High dolls. If any of you know Monster High dolls, please let's be friends.
What about porcelain dolls?
Porcelain dolls? Yes, I've had like a few, and I threw them away.
Yeah.
Another story for another day. But this particular story is related to the dolls that are like they're not porcelain, they're not plastic either. They're quite hard.
Okay.
But like it's like a baby with dresses, and when they lie down, they can close their eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put a picture. We kind of know. I mean, everyone knows. Put a picture
Yeah,
here.
but this particular doll has a wedding dress on. So that photo. Okay.
That photo.
Okay. I don't know. I can't make stories sound scary, so let me try.
No, it's okay. We sometimes
Because I'm too happy about ghosts. I'm like, yay! But okay.
we can generate a different vibe for people.
Okay, cue the scary music.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so I grew up loving to play dolls, right? So I used to have a Nintendo, I don't know, whatever,
Like
Nintendo
Game
with a
Boy,
camera on
yeah.
it.
Oh.
So I used to like shoot myself like, hey guys, here are my dolls, and I make them talk to each other and stuff. Because like I grew up as like a kind of a lonely kid where I talk to my dolls. I don't talk to my family. I do talk to my family, but like mostly to my dolls because I was the last child for a while, and then 8 years later then I have a little sister. So I was the last child for a while, and I was the only girl, so I was the only one with dolls. So I've talked to my dolls. I had, like I said, different types of dolls, but this particular doll I had a special connection with, and that doll is like the picture, okay? And I had a bunk bed. I put the dolls on top of the bunk bed, and I sleep under it.
So nobody sleep on the top?
Nobody sleeps up there because I feel like they're all sleeping up there.
Okay.
And when I was a kid, I believed they were real because I watched shows like
Barbie.
like Barbie, Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story, yes.
That wasn't a nightmare for me. I want Toy Story to happen in real life, okay? So they're sleeping up there. I even had Furby and all, and thought that they were real. And then this one time, my mom wanted to give away all the dolls because I was growing up. So she was packing up my dolls and everything, and then she put it in one plastic bag, and I remember crying and sobbing because I don't want any of my dolls to go away. Even though I was growing up, I want to keep all of them. It's even the broken, ugly, dirty ones. I want to keep all of them. And then she obviously didn't listen, and then she wanted to throw it away. Then when she packed everything and put it in the car and drove off, the dolls were put into an office.
Oh,
okay.
Office. Her office, like yours.
Her office.
Okay.
She came back. All the dolls were taken, by the way. All the dolls were taken, but that one specific doll suddenly was sitting at the corner of my bunk bed upstairs, just like this, like at the corner, like that. And it was in the plastic bag, but then
It wasn't
somehow
in the
it was there.
plastic. It wasn't a plastic.
I was at school, so
I mean, also, yeah, technically it shouldn't be at.
it shouldn't be there.
Okay.
I didn't take it. Like, I was not there. And then when I went home, my mom's like, did you take the dolls away from the plastic? I was like, no, I was at school. And then my dad told me this story, and I was like, oh, okay. So my dad took it again and then bring it to the office again, blah, blah, blah. Maybe, like some of the dolls are okay, maybe you can give it away to the children that will enjoy it, right? And then that doll did the same thing. Back at my bunk bed, sitting at the same place, same corner, smiling, eyes open. And then I remember going home, I saw it, and I was happy. I was like, yes, you came back. You came back.
How old were you back then?
I was like gonna be like standard 3, standard 4.
Okay, very young, like 9, 10 years old.
Yeah, 9, 10 years old. I was like, yes, you're back. And then my dad took it and then he burned it. And then after he burned it, a lot of things happened in the house.
I'm ready.
After he burned it, this is a real story. After he burned it, he went downstairs one night to like make a midnight snack. As my dad does. Not my stepdad, my real dad. Rest in peace. Anyway, yeah, I love him. No worries. No worries. Sorry, I make dark jokes.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Please don't be sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, he went downstairs to make a midnight snack. Okay, and then he saw my mate there making something, and then he's like, my mate was, her name was Kak Sana. So he's like, Kak Sana, what are you doing? Like, buat apa tu? And then she didn't reply. She's just like cutting something. And then my dad's like, never mind. So my dad went upstairs again, and then my dad went to my room to be like, Putri, are you sleeping? And then he went in my room. My mate was there sleeping with me. So my mate was like, huh? Kenapa? And then he's like, Tadi ada kat bawah ke tu? My mate's like confused. She was there with me the whole time. And then he went downstairs, there's nobody there. So that's one incident. And then another incident, my maid went to my parents' room to like take something for them or something. And then there was this one, do you know keris?
Yes, keris.
Yes, it's like a knife, but it's like a old knife. I don't know how to explain, but
like
the knife looks like this.
Malaysia
if we can have a picture, yeah, there was a keris in my parents' room, but it was like from our old owner. I don't know why.
Oh wait, it's not you guys, but it's from
not
the
ours.
owners.
It's not
Why do you
ours.
guys keep that?
It was like hidden somewhere, but
Okay.
the only reason we know it was there is because my mate told me this and told everyone because she was so scared. She was like shaking, and then she woke everyone up. The keris went flying to her face, and then she had to avoid it.
What the heck?
She had to avoid it. And then she went downstairs running to avoid it, and then that thing fell when she screamed for everyone to come out, and then my dad came out, and that thing fell down on the floor, just like that. And then my dad's like, weird things are happening. So, as they usually do, they call whatever ustad they know to purify the house. And the house, had daily that ustad came to purify the house. And I just remembered smiling like, I was like, good job, my friends. Y'all made this house suffer.
Are you for real?
You took my dolls. This is what happens, something like that. And then after that, a lot of, do you know like this one TikTok filter where you go to a person and you can see like a color of aura behind them?
I don't remember.
Okay, so this is one filter on TikTok where if you want to tell you can tell someone's aura color by putting that filter on them.
Aura color.
So when people put that filter on me, they said like, oh, we see blue color. And I'm like, great, because I had an imaginary friend called Orang Biru. So everything that happens, anything bad or good or revenge that came to another person, I'm like, thank you, Orang Biru. So like, all my dolls are controlled by Orang Biru, blah, 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 everything. So that's my friend. And he's with me every time.
Do you think he's with you right now?
Definitely, because like I'm very one with nature. So like I'm very like, if someone gives me bad luck, bad vibes, the universe will give it back, blah 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 blah. To me, I'm like, Orang Biru will do the job for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's this one question. Mean no disrespect to you or anything, but
Yeah.
Orang Biru, do you think that Orang Biru is actually someone you actually have encountered with, or is just purely imaginary?
I don't know, but I don't want it to go away. That's all I know. Just to give a backstory, my father passed away and my brother passed away. My brother was the only one that believed Orang Biru. My father, well, he's just like, okay, sure. Like, I love you, but Orang Biru doesn't exist. My mom still makes jokes about it. She's like, oh yeah, you and Orang Biru for sure should come. I'm like, yeah, great. My sister is scared of it. But I feel like It could be if I were to think of it as like a person, it could be my brother. You know, like my brother's protecting me. You know. Like
But is there a reason that suddenly orang biru became a part of your life? Is it stem from the doll?
I maybe from the doll. I'm not sure, but it's always there since I was born. Like sometimes when my mom's like, oh, whenever I walk past my other grandma's house, like paintings start moving and stuff, I'm like, oh, that's orang biru. Like ever since I was a little kid, I didn't mind I had an orang biru.
So it just
is. I don't even know if it's imaginary or not. It's just there. It's just there.
interesting. Is there any instances that like how do I word this, like orang biru show you that he's real? Maybe like he moves something, or he actually really like
I think as a
protected
kid,
you.
like through the dolls. My dolls sometimes move. When I go out of my door, I'm like, you guys don't move, but like orang biru, if you want to play, you can play. And I come back, the toys are different. The toys will move.
But it's very interesting because I mean, obviously you were a child back then. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying this not to like refute any of your claims. It's just I think it's just a thing that we can
I know.
talk
It's
about.
okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
So because you were very young back
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
so maybe there are a lot of things that. Is it possible that you could have remembered wrongly because you said that the
Maybe.
doll moves, when you come back is in a different
Maybe.
position?
I mean, sure. Like, to me, it doesn't matter. Like, if it happened or if it didn't happen. It's just like sometimes if you want to like live this life, you have to have like those things that you just believe in to like go through life. So I'm like, oh, sometimes life is hard. I have orang biru to help me. It's just like that. The feel of protection, that's all. But like as a kid, I think I remember like those things happening. But yeah.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah.
But then but back to the doll story. So after the bomo, you ask some ustaz to come here to like purify the house and all. Is there anything happens to the doll again? Like, is the doll still with you? Actually, this is my question.
Sadly, no. All the dolls are gone. But I remember.
Oh no, wait! You said the doll was burnt. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was burnt. But I remember orang biru being gone too for a while.
Why? What makes you feel like that?
I don't know. It just sounds so like it's just my belief, or like it's just there. It's very hard to explain. I don't know what it is. It's a spirit or whatever. I don't know, but it was gone. Like I always feel like I have someone with me. That time I felt like I was alone, like fully. So orang biru was gone. I felt unprotected. Blah 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 blah. And then I think after a series of traumatic events, it came back. It's very hard. I know he's like, oh my god, like this is so. This is not real. But
no, this is very interesting. Okay, I won't say it's not real because obviously I didn't experience what you experienced.
Yeah.
And sometimes there are a lot of things that we cannot explain. No, whether if orang biru actually does exist, but it's proven that it's something that keeps your life. It keeps your life going, and you actually feel protected and contented when you actually feel the presence of orang biru in your own stance. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I feel like as long as it's something that you can hold on to, it makes you go through with life.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very interesting
I mean, you can get your own color too. You just search an angel number that you like. Do you have a favorite number?
I actually really like 3 and 7.
3 and 7.
Yeah.
7 means luck, and 3, I don't remember, but 4 means protection, and 4 has blue on it. 444 has blue aura behind it. That's how you know.
How about the name orang biru? Did it comes up naturally to you?
Orang biru, the word orang biru, the name has came up since I was a child, but now I'm like researching it. I'm like, why does everything make sense?
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say it.
Yeah.
Everything makes sense.
Yeah. What's your favorite color?
I would say green.
7, luck, green. 7 of 7. Everything makes sense. It's all in the universe. Angel numbers. Go search it out.
Damn.
I'm not joking. You can literally look.
Okay, I will chat GPT this out later.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so cute. I mean, okay, to be honest, today's session, I wouldn't say that is, okay, except for the door, of course. The door is very scary. But other than that, I feel like, even though it's not very like scary in my opinion, but it feels very magical. I don't know.
It's wholesome.
Yeah, it's
I know.
very wholesome.
It's like really nice. Yeah.
Horror story doesn't have to be scary all the time.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like, okay, because when I was young, I also have this like imaginary friend. I always
Really?
imagine things, but of course not to, I mean, it doesn't live with me, but I always imagine things. And to be honest, those actually makes me feel better.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you imagine things.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, you know, the only way you can stay young in this serious life when you're getting older is to have those small things that you had as a childhood, bring it with you.
So you were, okay, so you were never afraid of, to be honest, you were never afraid of spirits?
I don't think so. Especially like I've had some stupid events where like my radio start playing by itself or whatever, but I just now, instead of orang biru, I'm just like, oh, my dad's touching the radio. My brother's touching the radio. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm very comfortable with spirits.
You make sense of things very well.
Yeah.
I feel like, because like some people when they see things, when they feel things like that, you'll be, oh my god, you know.
I mean, why would I feel scared if my dad's home visiting me? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like that. That's why I feel very close with.
No, actually, I don't know. But to be honest, I have asked people this question before. If let's say, you know, in Chinese belief, when someone passed away, right? When our loved one passed away, they will come back to our house on the 7th day.
Okay.
Yeah, technically, like that's the idea. And then I always ask them, will you be scared? Because I have experienced it myself. Will you be scared if like they come home? Most of the answer they will tell me like they will still be scared. Of course,
I see.
because even though yes, they are our loved ones, but it's still they are still in another world right now.
Understood.
But for you, it seems like you are really
Definitely
comfortable
not scared. Definitely. In fact, please come. I miss them. So like,
Aww.
in whatever way you are, come back.
But
you know?
does it actually hold on? How do you say? Because somebody say that if your loved ones passed away and you keep missing them, it's very hard for you to move on. But what do you think about it? Have you feel like?
I don't think you have to move on. This is a hot take, but like, I feel like if you move on, but like, does that mean you'll forget about them? You know what I mean? Like, for me, they are just in another realm. They were here in skin, and now their real self just escaped from their skin. It's just their soul now. So now they're just flying up there with their soul, but they're always here, and they were chosen to be in your life in this lifetime, right? So like what I mean is their soul is always this is very hard to explain, but like for example, if I'm feeling sad or something and I need like my dad's advice, but my dad's not here to advise me anymore, right? So I like spiritually talk to him like hi dad, you know, I miss you, you know, like if you were here, what would you say? So like I remember his existence, and his soul sometimes does visit you and stuff, right? So you just talk to him. You don't okay, for me, moving on, instead of moving on, you have to accept that he is gone physically, but he's still your dad. You know what I mean?
I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like you have moved on, but I feel like at the same time, you remember him. Yeah. So like
I always visit him.
Yeah. So for you, he's always here mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you already moved on that. Accept and you say the word accept that he's no longer in your life.
Yeah.
But so I feel like you have moved on.
Yeah.
Okay, why do I need to bring this up? Just to like, you know, a hot debate, or you know, like some discussion.
Sure.
Is because for us Chinese, right, we believe that if some, like for example, like our parents like who passed away, or someone that's very close tied to you passed away, if you keep grieving for an extensive period of time, we believe that the person who passed on will not be able to
rest.
Rest. Yes.
Understand.
Yes. So that's why we always encourage people. Yes, you can grieve, but eventually you will have to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for you, I feel like you have moved on. But you just
I'm not
remember.
grieving.
Yeah.
I'm just like, like always like praying for him to have a good life there, blah 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 blah. You know, like make sure he's resting there, make sure he's met whoever he's meeting there. You know what I mean? Like I hope he's happy there. So I'm like always praying, but when I'm praying I remember him, then I can talk to him through the prayer like that lah.
It's so cute because I feel like today's session is so different. We have came from like comedy at the start, and then towards the middle it was very scary, especially
like a room.
the door one, and we ended it with a very like heartwarming, wholesome like vibe and all. So thank you for bringing 3 emotions to our viewers today.
That's me.
I hope the next time you come back, you can bring them to tears.
Okay.
Yeah, a very touching horror story.
Sure. Horror story that's touching. Not scary, but touching.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much, Putri, for today. Sadly, our time is up, but I would very love to have you again to brighten up this cold studio with your
It's very cold.
Yeah, but thank you so much. I really like your vibe, and I hope to see you.
I like your
again.
vibe.
Oh, thank you. Hope to see you again here, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for inviting me.
Anyway, guys, if you do have any horror story of your own, please go to eerified IG or go to my personal IG to DM me your story. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye. Thank you.